A new study from Johns Hopkins just showed that CBD causes a failed drug test. So how is Rescue One CBD safe for the job and these others aren't? I'm John. I'm the founder of Rescue One CBD, and that title was a little bit misleading. So let's talk about that. What does that study show? Well, they took full spectrum products that contain THC in them, and they administer them via vape. They found that 7 participants, pretty small case study, they tested positive on a urinalysis, just like we would take in the fire service. But I've heard claims from every range of this spectrum. I've heard all the way on the one side that you can't test positive even if you take full spectrum products. And I've heard claims that even if you take an isolate product with no THC in it, you can never really truly get all the THC out, and therefore you will never be able to pass a drug test, even taking a CBD isolate product. But I'm going to tell you how and why companies and brands make those claims, and it's really because of money. So we need to understand a little bit about the farming and the production of the product. Hemp flour is where we make CBD from. When it grows, we extract CBD from that flour, and it naturally contains THC. We have to remove the THC from the final product. That takes some tricky lab work, and there are a lot of people who are quite good at it. The farm that we use is extremely good at it. But you can have residual THC in there. You have to retest and go back to the drawing board and refilter that THC out several times. That costs money and time, and brands do not want to do that. The CBD industry definitely rewards companies and brands that produce quickly. This is a new industry, so the first name to get out to a populace is going to be very successful. So it's not an industry where people want to take their time and go over everything with a fine-tooth comb. Quote unquote good enough is what the standard is, right? So they're not really catering to people that need to pass a drug test. All they'll say is in their disclaimer, if you need to pass a drug test, don't ever take CBD of any kind. Well, we don't want to be a fast-paced company. I don't want to have a fast-paced brand. I want to have a quality brand. That's going to cost us. We're not going to be a multi-billion-dollar company. We might not be a multi-million-dollar company, but that's okay. I'm trying to bring change into the fire service. I want us to reimagine and to redefine what physical and mental wellness is. And if that means that I'm not going to have as big of a company as I possibly could, so be it. I'm totally happy with that. My goal, my why I do this is to impact the fire service. I want to bring change in a good way. So there's the difference between other brands and our brand is that, it's completely possible for all these other larger companies to do it, but their costs would go up and they would lose their competitive edge. So for us, we're going to do it slowly, and that means sometimes we may go on back order. I'm sorry. But when it comes out and when it hits the shelf, it will be lab tested more than once for each batch, and we will have proof and a guarantee that we have 0.000% in that batch. Every single bottle has a QR code that you can scan. And for that reason, just like this, and for that reason, we stand by our products because, I would never want to put something out there that would cause the job or the livelihood of a fellow firefighter. And I wouldn't sell anything that I don't take myself. So, we have to truly be careful in what we do and be very meticulous, and that's exactly how we do it. A lot of brands do have a purposeful THC content in there, and just because you're a big brand doesn't mean you're a bad brand. Huge brands out there, the biggest brands in the country, sell full spectrum products, meaning they have THC in them. And that's intentional. You want to have THC in products that are pain relieving products, among the other medicinal benefits that THC has. A lot of times it doesn't really behoove them to take the THC out anyway. It doesn't make sense for them. They want to leave it in there because people desire it. And we honestly, as firefighters, should be able to take THC, but that is a product and a conversation for the future. Let's work on this first and we'll work on that one after, right? So in conclusion, are we really different? Yes, we are. The extraction methods are roughly the same, but how we do them over and over again is what makes us different. the quality control that we have, making them in small batches, paying attention to the testing during the extraction process. That's what matters. We spend the time and the money during the extraction to make sure what's coming out is good, and then we retest it when we put it in the bottles to make sure the final product is still 0.000% THC, 0 parts per billion THC, that you'll be safe to take and not have to worry about failing a drug test. Really appreciate you guys watching. We have a YouTube channel. Subscribe there. Our Instagram TV, our podcast, wherever you're listening or watching, we do have all of that. So please like and subscribe, share with the guys and girls in the firehouse. Take care of each other and be safe out there.